ever gorgeous, beautiful. So I don't know, are you single?
Make we do what we can, you can. Okay, I'm EMMANUEL, singer, songwriter, producer, music director. That's all you should know for now. Massa, about like the balance now, I struggled a lot. Especially with like academics, I struggled. I'll lie to you. It was very difficult when we were coming up. We didn't get a very good foundation, as to how to go about singing. Because now the things don't really play like that. Like I've been a student of music for a while now. I'm still a student. First and foremost, me, I'm a singer. Instruments, I feel a singer. Well, that's one thing about me. I do like sponge. Like if I meet people, if I meet someone, like I'm always trying to like, what does this person have that I can learn and add to my stuff? Glory be to God. Say, you made the bet you. This music thing, like you need skill sets. It's not just about you being a vocalist. Like you for learn a couple of things. So when I developed all these skill sets, later on, I was like, oh, now that we've got into the thing, we have to learn a little bit about the business. I started paying attention to like music business, all of these things. The things you use for damage control, always get them on the side. She taught me that you need to like take care of the voice and then listen to the right stuff and then sing in the right key. I mean, I have like stuff we did my eye top, but in all they got it. Then obviously Jacob Collier, like Charlie, that guy for me town. I lie.
Wow.
It humbles me a lot because sometimes somebody will kind of DM inside and talk something. I'm like, oh wow.
But we will get exclusives.
Yeah, most definitely.
30 seconds.
Most definitely.
That one.
Hey, Dixon. Okay.
What's good, family? Thanks so much for joining me here. Welcome back from the commercial break. The song you were just listening to is Has He Not Said It by the incredible, ever gorgeous, beautiful. So I don't know, are you single?
Make we do what we can, you can.
Okay. If you don't know him, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm EMMANUEL, singer, songwriter, producer, music director. That's all you should know for now.
You are creative as well.
Okay.
Are you single?
I'm not going to answer that question.
What's your favorite food?
Wachi, banku, TZ.
No beans, no jollof.
Jollof no my favorite. It be, but TZ go top my favorite. So that it be pass.
You and then your approach to music. Is it that there's someone in your family who is affiliated to music?
Yeah. Oh, my mom was a singer. Yeah. And my dad's family too, there are a couple of musicians, and then my uncle, my dad's younger brother, is also a musician. Yes, but I drew a lot of inspiration from my late mom. Yeah, that's where I would see most like the inspiration came from. But over the years, I've learned a lot.
When you say you've learned a lot, as a result of, is it downloading music from the internet?
Yeah, that one to the inside, but basically listening to people, like I've been a student of music for a while now. I'm still a student, so we learn by like looking at other people. So that be how they do my things. Like you would find me just drawing inspiration from a lot of people, right? So the YouTube may really help.
Like, give me your top 5 musicians.
Top 5 musicians. Let me start from like maybe way back SHS days. I was listening to Jonathan McReynolds a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one.
Like that'd be the inspiration to learn the guitar came from that side. I was listening to a lot of Isha Houghton stuff. I was listening to a lot of what's this guy's name? Donny McClinton. I was listening to a lot of Sonny Badu. Like then yeah.
Chaka.
Charlie. Yeah. Then I would add this one as my favorite because it was quite recent. My approach to the way I do my harmonies, especially vocally, changed when I started listening to Jacob Collier. Yeah, so that'd be what it changed. That boy changed the whole game for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, basically. The other ones, but I mean, sake of time, make I just coin up. And the ones I mentioned to be like, I did mention them because that be as I start, so you put out the lesson.
That be your foundation.
Yeah, that be when I listen them. Wow.
What's your learning process like? For instance, you're going for a gig, you've been sent a song to listen to, whether you minister or play. How do you go about it?
First and foremost, me, I'm a singer. Instruments, no, I feel a singer. Yeah, but the basics of everything is just breaking stuff down. That's all. I learned something from Mr. Jebijoko too, and from Jebez Productions, and he was like, we call something active listening. Like most people don't do that. You are supposed to actually pay attention to the details. You just listen, do an overview and like, oh, I'm done listening now. Like you break stuff down. So I'm paying attention to like very detailed stuff. So break it down to like the foundation, and then approach everything from there. That's what I learned. Like that's my approach to everything in regards to learning music in itself.
Professionally, how old are you musically, if I should say?
Professionally, this artistry thing, I started it last year.
Hey.
The artistry thing I started last year, but with regards to other stuff,
Wow.
Boom. I think last year we had do my maiden recording.
The fact that you've done a maiden recording, they justify the fact you started last.
So that's on like the artistry thing, but
wow.
If it come, the core things that they do, like most people know me for, vocal directing. That's what most people know me for. That one, dear, some days yeah, some days maybe 10 years.
Wow. How was working with musicians in Ghana and
Charlie,
Ghana?
You get to learn a lot. Like that's one thing about me. I deal like sponge. Like if I meet people, if I meet someone, like I'm always trying to like, what does this person have that I can learn and add to my stuff, And it's amazing. Like one thing where they like to do, like you say, they meet other people, and I've met a lot of people that have inspired me, but they don't even know that they inspired me. Working with musicians in Ghana has not been a struggle. We've had a couple of challenges with people, but I mean, generally, it's been great. Like God has gifted people with amazing, gifts that is blessing us a lot. Yeah.
How was the balance like growing up as a musician? I'm sure you were a student at the time. I don't know whether you were still single or you were
Master, what be the single thing?
Somebody,
make you no such problem for me. I beg you. Make you no such problem.
How was the balance like? You're a student, a family person, mommy, daddy. Don't go here. I'm sure most musicians have had that problem.
I didn't find it easy at all.
So what did you do? How did you go about it?
Master, about like the balance now, I struggled a lot, especially with like academics. I struggled. I'll lie to you. It was very difficult. The struggle was and is still real. But be joke like that. And I feel like when I see people that actually, especially at the time where I'm a bit older now, when I then get the balance, it shock me because it don't be something easy like that. Especially when you are like extremely passionate about, there's a way passion can just overwhelm you, and then you don't pay attention to other stuff. Yeah, I'm a testimony of that thing. But glory be to God. So you made the arbitrary. Yeah.
Still on the balance.
Yeah.
I want to know, how do you balance playing the instrument, even though you still say you're not a musician? Like, how do you balance that? Songwriting, mixing and mastering songs, writing songs. How do you balance everything?
So I won't come and sit here and be like, oh, the balance is easy, do A and B and this thing. We still struggle with it, because even now, like one of the things that I struggle to do at first, like, because now the things don't really play like that. Like you will come see me, say, Charlie, I do vocal exercises every day, like a day on point. Now when I decided to go into production, I decided to go into production in 2018. Shout outs to Nava, wherever he is, he's in France. He's the one that started teaching me. He gave me his space to work with. I remember then days that they make noise for a hostel.
Wow.
They have his bed, so they bed there, they make noise. Anyways, yeah. So when I branched into that, that was the eye opener for me. I realized that the whole this music thing, you need skill sets. It's not just about you being a vocalist. You for learn a couple of things. So I took like seasons to polish certain things. So I started out playing the guitar, for a while. I got better, and then I stopped, which was actually bad. So now it be challenge within my body. Then when I got into production, I was like, you can't be. I don't know any producer that doesn't know how to play the keyboard.
Okay.
That's like basic stuff, right?
You must know.
Then I started learning the keyboard in 2020. That was during COVID times. You understand? I'm not a pro keyboardist, but me do fast with them, make me album. Yeah. Then
When a musician says this,
oh, serious. Then in the same 2020, the COVID time too, I spent time. I took like the month of September. I remember 2020 September. The whole month, not every day I had to rap a song or two. Yeah. So like for like September, I mean, there's 30 days on.
yeah.
Every day. And so man truck and then you too.
Full songs or
Yeah,
just
full songs.
skeleton?
Full songs. So like that's one skill set I had to harness. So I spent that time building that. So if you give me pen and paper and then I should write song by the grace of God I can. You understand? Then I started learning how to mix and master, Mr. Jebijo Koto took me through. That man is a blessing, Charlie. Mr. Jebijo Koto, wherever he is, God bless him. Then my friends still helped a lot, Jonas Ahedo and Miswa. Yeah, maybe my homie. So then now we at the learn from. So when I developed all these skill sets, later on, I was like, oh, now that we've got into the thing, we have to learn a little bit about the business. I started paying attention to like music business, all of these things. Charlie, you can't make plenty. So honestly, it's not, the balance is not, there are some things I still struggle with now. Like for instance, right now, I'm struggling with my voice, like keeping up with going for programs, doing church, and keeping like a strong vocal health balance. It's not easy. You understand? So I won't say that, oh, this one they do A and B, but you figure it out, Charlie. Whichever way, you just strengthen your strengths and then work more on your weaknesses. That's all.
Let's go for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
I believe you know how to sing it. Come on. Thou Son of God, oh, let me gaze on thee, thou Son of God. Jesus, my shepherd, brother, friend, you're my prophet, my priest and king. Lift it, come on. Oh, my Lord, my life, you're my way, oh, my end.
So welcome back from the commercial break. Still talking about vocal health. Teach us something. So the vocalists and the singers watching us.
Yeah, Charlie, it's rather unfortunate that some of us, maybe most of us, I don't know for all of us, but like most of the people I've dealt with, and even myself, when we were coming up, we didn't get a very good foundation, as to how to go about singing. So we did do a lot of things wrong, and then we grew with it. So now it's like a pattern, a parcel of us, and it's bad. You understand? But how to unlearn these things to not be easy. So you can only manage the situation. But what I'll say is that you should sing right. Make sure you are not engaging things that you are not supposed to engage. It's rather unfortunate that sometimes the vocalists they complain plenty about sound for Ghana too much. So you go gig, it sound no good. If for projects here your body better, you will lose your voice. Like it happens to me all the time. Most of the time. Let me not say all the time. Most of the time. But one thing I've learned when it comes to vocal health is get the things you use for damage control. Always get them on the side, quick. Nobody say now your voice go, then they can't do. Oh, you can't come. Charlie, now there are things that you should actually have at your disposal, like vitamin C, lozenges. Then things. Oh, it work.
Wow.
It work. You might not. It doesn't work like some people expect it to do magic, like fire or. No. Your body takes time to heal, but like those things really, really work. So I remember in 2020, I took like a vocal health class with Nancy. Nancy is a part of Jebek Productions. And yeah, I had to, because at that time, now the thing they worry me too much. Like every now and then, the voice good.
Wow.
You up.
Oh, Judah.
Oh, and yeah, I told you that matter, Charlie.
Now you.
I told you that. Yeah, I went there. I was like, I needed to take classes, so she was taking myself and my kid brother Isaac were going to like vocal classes, you know. And she taught me that you need to like take care of the voice. You understand? So she had like a whole resume of things I had to buy, you know, and even trying to get this there's this thing that I'm off now, you know, this steam inhaler thing that you use, and it helped me a lot. You know, so like I had to get a lot of citrus C on standby. I had to get a lot of lozenges. The most popular one is Fisherman's Friend or something. The other ones too, like there's one being named Strepsils today. Then I was doing a lot of steam inhalation, you know, and then listen to the right stuff and then sing in the right key. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Sing in the right key.
Thank you so much.
You go and do something out of your range, Charlie. Wow, awesome.
Declaring to the future. Where do you want to see yourself?
Me, they're declaring that they declare for chamber inside.
Oh, okay.
Me then God. But I mean, we're trusting God and then following God's lead, you know. We are going one step at a time, just following him and then focusing on what he's asked us to do. So I wouldn't say that. I mean, I have like stuff within my eye top, but in all they God in there.
3 musicians you would like to work with in the future?
3 musicians I'd like to work with in the future. Charlie, the list plenty, but I will go now count 3.
Mention all of them.
The list plenty.
Maybe I'll give you 5.
One guy that I really want to, like Charlie, one guy that really inspired me, like, it's funny, he blew up quote unquote somewhere last year. But me, the time where I started listening, I would be like 2019 to be Nobody.
Nobody?
Yeah.
One and Nobody?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To be like last year, 2022 December, I had to do that holy night where he blew up. I started listening now. When I listen, I watching IG stuff, I say, somebody when they sing like this way they play instrument, they make I go learn something.
Okay.
You are. So one person that I say that I really want to work with in the future is him. Then obviously Jacob Collier, like Charlie, that guy for me town. I lie.
Wow.
I for me town. Maybe I just leave on to this too. But a lot of people they even tell me say they can mention, I go mention like a tall list. Yeah.
I saw something on your status, a new single coming out.
Maybe so.
How has your audience received your songs so far, and then should we anticipate any new releases?
Yeah, Charlie, by the grace of God, I've seen what God is doing in my life, in the life of the people that, you know, by grace, have been listening to my songs, and it humbles me a lot, because sometimes somebody will kind of DM me inside and talk something, I'm like, oh wow, but then it just reminds you that it's never about you. Yeah, so we have a couple of releases scheduled for the year. God willing, if God wills it, I would launch I did a recording in December, and yeah, I'm hoping to put the album out somewhere later this year. But we have my next single is coming out. Make I give the date for you.
Okay, we know you like the date.
Okay, it's coming out. Honestly, it's coming out soon. Just know that it's coming out in the month of June.
But we will get exclusives.
Yeah, most definitely.
30 seconds.
Most definitely. Yeah. So in the month of June, my second single is with Minister Sandra Boachidria.
Oh, wow.
An interesting story about this song is that I had the song in 2021. I actually recorded it and then posted it on IG. But some ways I might be like at Lita, I don't know. So now it be somewhere last year now they claim my IG like the old post. What Lita me pay me because it came as at that time I was doing like more covers. So it was just an original I played with, and then in December when I was having my recording, I was like, I think I should put Mr. Sandra on the song, but she was not available at the time. So I did it myself on the day. Then when I was going through the songs I had done, when I got to that song, I'm like, nah, this song.
She has to be on it. She has to be on it. Wow.
She has to be on the song. So she's an amazing person, Charlie. I'll go in there, tell her, say, Mr. Sandra, I'll be back. You know, come the first recording, but this one, they are for this special recording, me, then you. She gave me the time with a busy schedule, and then we recorded it just one take.
That
was it. She fired.
That's Judah for you.
Not me. I didn't talk Sandra, but I mean, what I do for the song inside.
Closing on this interview, which 3 musicians would you like us to interview after you?
Oh, 3 musicians, and then I go make by us more. My very close friend, his name be Ajiman Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, Ajiman Paul is an upcoming gospel musician that you all should look out for. Him, Bright Music. I'm using Bright Music
No,
already.
please.
Yeah,
I come for you, Bright Music.
Go there and go interview Bright Music. Where else they the second inside? Miss Rafia.
Miss Rafia. Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, I've never met her before.
Jerry.
Joa.
Nanamo. Me, I go fit go on and go.
Don't go. Me, I go tag all of them.
Nanamo, Jerry, I mentioned Rafia. Worshipper Francis is not in Ghana, but you can. His name is Francis also answer. You go fit interview him. He day of tea.
I go there.
Go interview him for there. Nava. I they try them all with the easy squad that they mention. I won't mention them all. They come. The one carry people with they day to
Royal Chris the inside.
Royal Chris. More fire. One view.
Bento for the inside.
Minister Shadrach Yeboah. Elvis Bento. Elvis Bento. I won't mention everybody that they come. TMC, I be music. You do TMC.
No,
right?
I don't do TMC. TMC, I'm coming for.
Top guy for interview TMC. Then the list me now go send you personal list. So say Charlie.
I thank you so much. Any last words for upcoming musicians?
Charlie. Me too, I'm an upcoming musician, boss. I beg you.
We
like
don't
us.
go them for good them.
Hey, Dixon. Okay. Jesus is the focus. The gospel is the message. The people are the offender. The people is the goal. Right? We are to draw people to Christ. So never make it about yourself, because that's where you start going wrong. Yeah. When you make it about yourself, then that's where things like offenses and things will come in, and then you are just misbehaving. Anyway, so yeah, stay true to yourself and sharpen the skill. The skill there, Charlie. I want to emphasis on that. Sharpen the skill, sharpen the spirit. And I think, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. God bless you.